We're here on KTGR with Joe Tessitore, the new host of SEC Nation, which will start on the SEC Network. Real great venture that's starting up here.
So, Will, I think it's going to be awesome. I think this is the most dynamic conference in college sports, and I'll take it a step further. I would tell you the SEC is the best brand in sports because of the fans. And I think we're going to have a lot of success, not because of anything we're going to do, because of what the conference already is, because of what the teams are, because of what the fans are, and because of the culture of the thing. I think it's going to be a real simple formula for success with SEC Nation. Take a mirror, hold it up to the conference, and let it be, and take it all in.
You said everything in the SEC is the best, especially football. What makes it that?
What makes the SEC best in football is it doesn't have the strata and tiers of other conferences. In other conferences, historically, you have your known good teams, and you have your cellar dwellers. This conference this year proved that you never know what's going to happen, and it proves it almost every year. When the top can become the bottom and the bottom can become the top, power programs can all of a sudden have a down cycle, others can come back up. It has parity, it has commitment, it has schools and institutions deeply invested in the end goal, and football matters. They don't play football in the SEC. It's not for fun. I like passion. I like intensity. It's kind of how I was brought up. It's kind of what I've always been about. This is probably the only league, the only brand in sports from top to bottom that aligns with everything that I am personally. I just find myself so attracted to it because of that.
Tomorrow will be very interesting.
Should be. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. I've obviously broadcast both teams in ESPN primetime games this year. Auburn, one of the best coaching jobs I've seen in recent college football history, a tremendous turnaround. People like to call them one-dimensional. I find that very funny because as a sports analyst in various sports, sometimes when you have one dimension, it's a really good one dimension. You know what happens? You get hit over the head with it. And that's what Auburn's done to a lot of folks this year, running the option and running the ball so well. Missouri's not getting enough credit, and I really feel strongly about that. They are a tremendously balanced team. They have talent on offense. They have experience. They have game breakers on the offensive side. They have wide receivers that are as tough to match up with as any. They're tall, they're fast, they're capable. They're a matchup nightmare. Defensively, they've been good, and they went to being great. Dave Steckel has done as good a job as any defensive coordinator in college football this year. Sam and Ely at the defensive ends are tremendous. They can get up the field, they can contain, they can get after, and they can neutralize speed in the backfield. E.J. Gaines is a lockdown corner. I think it's going to be a highly competitive game. I think people are slightly dismissing Missouri here. That's really, as I come closer to this championship game, I think people aren't looking, and it's understandable why. What Auburn just did in back-to-back weeks, we're going to be talking about 30, 40, and 50 years from now. We'll see how it plays out, though.
Joe Tessitore with now the SEC Network. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, Will.
And we'll talk more on The Big Show, KTGR at 4.